Your gloves, Doctor.
I'm sorry. Thank you. Need it.
Hi, this is the Professional Amateur Hour coming to you with another review. This week, Leo sent me Silencio, and this 2018 movie was directed by Lorena Villarreal and stars John Noble, Melina Matthews, Michael Crevet, among others. The story of this one is about this place in Mexico called the Zone of Silence. It's basically the Bermuda Triangle, but on land. And this, I guess, test missile kind of crash lands there and spills some cobalt onto a stone. And now that stone has the power of time travel. So this guy grabs the stone and travels back in time and saves his granddaughter from certain death. Then there's like a 20-year time jump, and now there is a gangster looking for the stone. Also, the guy is kind of elderly now, so he's kind of misplaced it, and there might be some ghosts involved. So what will happen exactly? You'll have to watch the movie and find out. Alright, so what works with this movie? Well, I gotta say this movie has a very interesting blend of genres. It definitely has sci-fi components, but then it also has kind of like this soap opera quality to it. Or like, it's in Mexico, so it's this Mexican soap opera. I think they call them telenovelas. So in, soap operas, they are always getting more and more complex. Like, here's my evil twin, or oh, I was married to that guy before, or whatever. And this one has that same kind of structure where things keep getting more and more complex. I wouldn't say complicated, I could still, understand everything, but they keep adding things in there. So, for example, the stone actually is also clairvoyant, which means you can see ghosts if you're holding the stone. And I wish I was making that up, but I am not. And I actually really enjoy kind of this combination. It was definitely something new to me, very refreshing, and out of the ordinary. So I definitely really enjoy kind of the blending of these two genres. Also, I would say it has this fun quality to it. It's time travel plus ghosts, and that is a very interesting combination. With the ghosts, you never see them. Actually, you see one. You see one ghost for one scene. But other than that, you just kind of see people's interpretations of what the ghosts tell them. And you never really understand what their motivation is or what the purpose of the ghost is. Also, with the stone is also fun. In the beginning, they're like, oh, don't touch it. It's toxic. Stay away from it. But then throughout the whole movie, everyone's just touching it with their hands. So that can also be fun too. So it's very interesting with kind of this combination. And it does create lots of fun in my books. And lastly, I thought all the acting was good. This movie is about 50% in Spanish and then 50% in English. But you can still tell everyone's doing a good job no matter what language they're speaking. So definitely a good job to all the actors. Alright, so what doesn't work with this film? Well, I would say the plot is kind of silly. It's time travel plus ghosts. And they're always, making the time travel aspect more and more complex with this stone. They're always just adding more and more, abilities to the stone. There's 5 or 6 abilities. And I can see a lot of people, watching this and saying, oh, not another thing. But for me, I was saying, oh, wow, another thing? How are they going to deal with that? So I can definitely see how that is a turn off as well. And, some other silly things happen, like why he can't remember where he put it or whatever. And so it's definitely a silly plot. But, for me, it gave me something to, latch on to and just really did carry me through the whole story. And lastly, this movie is 50% in Spanish and then 50% in English. So if you're not really into subtitles, then this is probably not going to be the movie for you. It's not a deal breaker for me, so it's fine, but if it is a deal breaker for you, just know that. And that brings me to who I would recommend this movie for. Well, I think if you're a sci-fi fan and you're looking for something a little bit out of the ordinary, you can turn this one on and have lots of fun with it. As for a rating, I'm going to give it the above average score of 6. And having said that, I think that's all I wanted to say. So like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.